Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Georgia. If you're new, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. Hi Peaches family, welcome back. So in today's video we are going to be talking about ways to maximize your income as a registered nurse. If you're not a registered nurse and you're in the nursing field, you can also use these tips and tricks. So before we get started, make sure you guys like the video, share the video, subscribe, and also leave a comment down below. If you guys are not following me on Instagram, you guys can go ahead and follow me on Instagram at IamjustGeorgiak. So let's get started with the video.
You need to know you're beautiful, you're perfect just like you are.
So in today's video, I have a list of tips and tricks that you can use to maximize your income as a registered nurse. So the first thing I have listed right here is working different shifts. So if you want to maximize your income as a new nurse or as a nurse in general, most of the time when you work second shift or night shift, or if you work at a hospital, if you work night shift, which is 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., you normally get a shift differential. You can also work on the weekends where you get even more money. So if you choose only to work on weekends, you do get a lot more than someone who just work regular hours. So you can do that, or you can work the night shift. If you work in a nursing home or different type of facility, you can work the second shift, or you can, so the second shift is normally from 3 o'clock to 11 o'clock, or you can work the third shift, which is 11 o'clock to 7 o'clock in the morning. And it's like the later it gets in the day, the shift pays even more. So when you work a first shift, you get the least amount of money. You second shift get a little bit more than first shift, and then third shift get the most money. So if you want to do that, you can do that. I like night shift, so I am a night shift nurse. Yes, night shift pays. So let's put it at that. Then the next tip I have right here is to get specialized training. So I know that if you are a new graduate, and I know most new graduates, they were PCTs before or they were CNAs before, but what I was saying is to just get specialized training. Like if you like psych, you get specialized in psych. The class is just 10 months. You can do that. If you like peds, you get specialized in peds. If you like OB, whatever, just get specialized. And right here I have the list of highest paying specialties. So the first highest paying specialty is actually CRNAs, which is Certified Registered Nurse Anesthesia, and they make like, this is the lowest. So right here they make $181,000 a year, and this is the lowest that the registered nurse anesthesists make. The next top specialty is a cardiac nurse practitioner. Then you have a neonatal nurse practitioner. Then you have family nurse practitioner. Then you have general practitioner. And then after that, you have a psychiatric nurse practitioner. So these are the highest paying specialties. So if you do want to get a little bit more money, well, not a little bit, it's going to be a lot more money. If you specialize in one of these areas, you can maximize your income like that. And like the incomes that I'm telling you guys, because I will be going over more incomes, the incomes are like the lowest, bottom of the barrel. So just look into that, because I saw a post where nurse anesthesia, they make up to 300,000 a year. So, and I know a nurse practitioner at my previous job, she was making $400,000 for the year. So yeah, they make good money if you specialize in something. And she was a nurse, psychiatric nurse practitioner. That's what she was. And can you can you even believe she's just, I think she's like 30, 34, and you're making like $500,000 a year. That's a lot of money. Yeah, that's a lot of money. So the third tip I have is to pick up shifts or get a part-time job or a per diem job. Most of the times, like if you are specialized in something, you can get a per diem job where you do different specialties. So now, instead of you're just specialized in one thing, you're going to be specialized in two things. So for instance, if you specialize in psychiatric nursing, you pick up a shift in med surg, or you pick up a shift in oncology, something like that, but just a different specialty. So you have two specialty. So now you're making even more for, a lot more money. So the fourth thing is to pursue a higher education. So why I wrote this down is typically nurses that only have a ASN, they typically make lower money, like less money. So nurses that have a BSN or bachelor's degree, or they go on to getting their master's or nurse practitioner, they make way more money. They're more marketable, and they tend to go into like a managerial position. So they work as charge nurses, or they just do managerial things. They do a lot of paperwork instead of the skills. Nurses that only have their ASN, they're more like med-surg nurses, or nurses that focus on skill instead of writing and papers and stuff like that. And nurses that have have a higher education, like there's a statistic that says nurses that have a higher education, they have a better patient outcome, and they have more critical thinking, because they have been through school, and they know how to, they think faster. Yeah, they think faster, and if there's a problem arises like all of a sudden, they're more critical thinkers. They know exactly what to do than nurse, like, I don't really want to say that than nurses that have an ASN, but studies have shown that nurses that have a BSN or have a higher education, the higher you go, the more your brain expands. Yeah, the higher you go, the better outcome the patient have. And like if you go get your BSN, or you go get your master's degree, your patient have a higher chance of surviving, because you are more of a critical thinker. So you actually anticipate the outcome before it happens. But nurses that only have their ASN, they cannot think that far, but typically they don't. Yeah, so just leave it at that. Typically they don't. So the fifth is so basically I just said that to move into managerial position or charge position. I know a lot of places, because I have my ASN, and I'm a charge nurse. So you can get a charge nurse position. You can get a charge nurse position if you have your ASN. It's like more of leadership and time management, and if you can actually communicate, basically, they'll put you in that position. So the sixth tip I have is become a traveler. So if you want to save more money, and if you want to save more, you can become a traveler, because most of the time when you become a traveler, you get triple times what you have been making at your previous job. Plus, they give you stipend, which it's like you are working and saving all that money. You don't have to pay rent, you don't have to do anything, you just save your money, basically. Then the seventh thing is get a compact license. So getting a compact license, this will broaden where you can work. So you can go to, I believe it's 38 states that are compact states. So if you get a compact license, you can work in 38 states. So think of it like, if you don't have your compact license, you don't have an option to go to other states. But if you have a compact license, you can go to 38 other states, and you can find a higher paying job at those 38 other states. Yes. The eighth thing that I have right here is teaching patients how to use they are teaching patients how to use their medical equipments, or teaching them, like for instance, like if you have a diabetic patient that is going home and the patient is non-compliant, sometimes they'll send a nurse, like a home health nurse, or they'll just send a nurse, and the nurse will go there to make sure that the patient is compliant, and make sure that the patient is taking their medication on time, checking their blood glucose. You can become a nurse that just teach patient, like for instance, if the patient have a Hoyer lift, and you know what a Hoyer lift is, right? So basically, Hoyer lift is for patients that they cannot move. So it's like a machine. I'll put like a picture right here so you guys can see. It's a machine. The patient goes on it, stand up, hold on, and the machine just moves. And there's someone that is like maneuvering the machine, or they have a second Hoyer lift where they put a pad under the patient, and it, the bird with the baby with the nappy and thing. Yeah, it's like that. But I'm gonna show you guys what the Hoyer lift look like. So for instance, if you have a patient that have Hoyer lift, you can go in and you can actually teach the family member how to use the Hoyer lift. So things like that. The ninth thing is tutoring. So if you are a new graduate, you can do tutoring online. So I know if you just graduate and pass your NCLEX, all the information is fresh in your brain. You know so many tips and tricks because you already went through it. You already passed your NCLEX, so you know so much information that would be so helpful to someone else. So you can do that online and make a little bit extra. When I was taking my NCLEX and I felt like I wanted a tutor, I look online, and it was like, sometimes it was like $100, $200 for 1 hour teaching someone. So if you are a good teacher and you just come out of nursing school, so you know all the information, you can actually teach someone and make some money. Yeah, I don't know why you're sitting on your skills, I don't know why you're sitting there. Like, you need to get up and go sign up for one of those things that yeah, so you can teach someone, because a lot of students out there need help, and if you have that knowledge, might as well you teach them, you know, and make a little extra money while you do it. And then the other thing is working in states that pay the highest. So as I said before, getting a compact license. And then when you get your compact license, when you get your compact license, I have a compact license. When I was signing up for my NCLEX, you had the choice of either getting a straight Florida license or getting a compact license, and I take getting the compact license. So the highest paying states you can work in, or California, which I'm going to tell you the numbers, but these are like the lowest numbers that you can think of. So just imagine. So that in California, the nurses make $100,000 a year. Then the second highest paying nursing state is Massachusetts, which make $89,000 a year. Then you have Hawaii, which is number 3, that make $88,000 a year. Then you have Oregon, which make $87,000 a year. Then you have Alaska, which make $86,000 a year. And when I tell you these numbers, these are like the medium numbers. These are like the lowest numbers, because remember, if you are specialized in something, you are going to get way more than this. Say for instance, if you're specialized in peds, you're going to get way more than this, because you're in the highest paying state, plus you're specialized, and say you work night shift. So that's like, you know, double, like triple. Yeah, you're making the big money. But yeah, so these are the highest paying states that I have right here. So the things that I just told you, if you combine 2 or 3 of them together, you can see I'm telling you, are going to come back to this channel and tell me how much you love me, because they are going to work. Yeah, if you combine like 2 of them, or just like 2 or 3 of them, or even 1, you're gonna see your money start growing. And then for the highest paying industries for nurses, you have pharmaceuticals. So if you work in pharmaceuticals, and I'm telling you the numbers that I'm going to tell you guys, as I said before, these are the lowest numbers. So if you think these numbers are low, I don't know what to tell you. But so the highest paying industries for registered nurse are pharmaceutical, which pay $85,000 a year, specialty hospital, which pays $76,000 a year. And mind you, this is like the lowest, because the previous hospital that I'm coming from, if I had stayed there for the whole year, I would have made $82,000 for that year. Yeah, I would have made $82,000 for the year, and it is a specialty hospital, because it specializes in psychiatric patients. The next is outpatient care, which is $74,000 a year. Then I have psychiatric and substance abuse hospital, which is $69,000 a year. And then you have home health, which is $69,000 a year. So that is it for this video. If you guys found it informational or helpful, make sure you guys go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Leave those comments. If you have a question, make sure you drop some comments down below, and also press that little subscribe button so you can put the notification on so you can be notified every single time I post a new video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.